Hey guys, I'm back with a Vitex update. And I just wanted to tell you a little bit about what's going on now. For me, this will be about cycle 8 on the Vitex. And if you guys saw my previous video, you know that I started taking Vitex my previous video about Vitex. I started taking Vitex probably in October or November of last year. And I took it for a while. This was the one, I have my supplements out for you guys. This is the one that I first started taking. This is the GNC brand, which was totally fine. It was 500 milligrams for these. I still have a few in there, just a few left, but they came 100 into the bottle. And then I also have these Nature Made ones that are non-GMO. I mentioned on my first video that I wanted to go grab some that are a bit more natural, even though there was nothing wrong with these. I can't say anything bad about them. But if you guys have seen any of my other videos on Vitex, you know that I did have a break in between taking them because I was having some mood swing issues and some bloating issues that I felt was related directly to the Vitex. So I stopped taking it for a little while, but I will link that video in this video somewhere. So anyways, I just had a cycle that was 70 days and I have not had a cycle like that in a very long time. No, I do not have PCOS. I've never been diagnosed with that. My normal periods were averaging 42 days, and that was without the Vitex. But with the Vitex, it was bringing them down, so they were starting to be 32 days average, which was great. The Vitex was working as far as regulating my cycle and shortening my cycle. Well, in the break, my cycle ran 70 days. I was so confused because on cycle day 34, I experienced some brown discharge. So if you're trying to conceive, of course, you're thinking is this, implantation bleeding? And then when my period kept not coming, I wasn't getting my normal PMS signs. I was like, okay, am I pregnant? So of course, I'm testing and, there isn't any strong positives. So I'm like, okay. Cycle day 60 comes and I'm freaking out. I'm like, okay, am I pregnant? What's going on with my body? Because mind you, I was not stressing out. When this happened to me years back, I was super stressed. I mean, very stressed to where I even, I was losing weight because I had a lot going on. But at this particular juncture, I don't have anything else going on. Life is okay. Everything's fine to me. I don't feel any more or less stressed out than the stresses of everyday life. So I just started feeling, okay, this is weird, especially with the brown, just one day, mind you, one day, one time, this brown discharge, really crazy. Well, I started taking OPK tests about cycle day 64, and I've got 3 positive OPKs in a row. And then the day before my cycle came, which was cycle day 69, my OPK was getting to be negative. It was fading. So I said, okay. And then I had my period. However, I did not get my period until I started taking Vitex again, because once I got into the 60-day range, I was so anxious about why my period wasn't there yet. Again, because there was no extra stress or pressure that was going on. So that's how I ended up with the Nature's Way Vitex, because I misplaced my other one. And then I found it later. Of course, that's how it always goes. But yeah, that's how I ended up with this one. And Nature's Way actually recommends, if you've never taken Vitex, to begin taking 3 of their tablets a day for a whole week, and then take yourself down to 1 tablet a day. So even though I've already taken Vitex before, I still took 3 a day because I was freaking out about my period. And within 3 days, I got my period. So on cycle day 67, I started taking 3 of these every day, and I got my period. And I continued to take 2 a day at the beginning of my period and down to 1 a day at the end. So, and again, as I aforementioned, I felt like I had some other issues as it related to Vitex, but I feel strongly that it was the dose of Vitex that I was taking. And unlike the GNC brand, these are only 400 milligrams. So it's already less on its own, and I'm only taking about 5 of these tablets a week. So I'm not taking multiples a day. I'm just taking one a day, and then I'll skip a day or two through the week. But I'm just doing that right now to see how it helps and to see if I can miss some of those mood swing issues and bloating issues that I was having whenever I was taking my other brand every day and taking 2 and 3 a day, just because, again, when you are trying to conceive, you get really excited. So started taking them. It helped my period come along. Nothing was abnormal with the period, so to speak. My periods are not always one way. They can be very different, and my PMS symptoms are very early pregnancy-like, so I can't say how I felt different within that 70-day cycle, because my body is just weird anyways. To track pregnancy symptoms would drive me crazy because I have them every single cycle. My body just loves to play games with me that way. But what I did want to show you guys before I get off of here, I wanted to show you guys the Equate brand OPKs, because I just took these, one yesterday and then one this morning. I'm having positive OPKs already, and my period was 2 weeks ago. And another strange thing, this whole strange cycles are just going on right now. I started spotting a week, I was having a week and 5 days after I stopped my cycle, that was odd, and I didn't understand why I was spotting, and I spotted for 3 days, and it was very light pink. And again, if you're trying to conceive, you go back to, is this implantation bleeding? And this time, with it being pink and only being there, every other time or so that I wiped after using the restroom, I was like, okay, this is different. This is definitely a mixture of blood with something. So what is going on with my body? So, bada bing. I started to take the OPKs, and I hope that you guys can see these on here. And I know that those lines, one of them looks faded, but in person, you can see it a lot better. And the lines are the exact same color. So I was getting positive OPKs. And is this the one from yesterday? I think that was the one from, no, that was one from yesterday. And this is the one from this morning. So again, sorry about that, guys. I need a better camera. But maybe I'll take a picture and plug them in at the end. Though both of these were definitely positive, the only difference was the width of the line. When they were first running, the lines were about the same width, but then the test line, the width was slightly smaller, but they were the exact same color, so they're positive. Because I've taken other ones of these, and the test line is almost not even there whenever it's not positive. But I don't think I would recommend buying these, because if you've never done OPKs before, these can confuse you, because in the beginning they confused me. I ended up having to do a lot of research about what exactly is the positive and what exactly isn't, because the line is thin, but the blue is dark. So what am I ovulating or am I not? I don't know. So if you are looking to do OPKs, try another brand. This one isn't the best. These are the Equate. This is the Equate brand that I got. I just bought it on a whim at Walmart. This one came with 7 in the pack, and I think it was like $12 or $13 at my local Walmart. So if you can get the digital one, maybe I would go digital with the OPKs, because then you definitely know. Or even some of the cheap ones that I see a lot of other women trying to conceive buy from like Amazon or something like that. But again, these two were definitely positive. I think my lens is actually kind of blurry, you guys. Sorry about that. But anyways, I hate that you can't see it. I'll try to take a picture and plug it in for y'all. But yeah, so I'm getting positive ovulation test again, which is awesome to me, because I didn't think that I was ovulating. My doctor years back told me that I was probably having anovulatory cycles, which I do think that I was for a time. So it's nice to know that I am more than likely ovulating, which is awesome. And I had a doctor's appointment that was scheduled for Tuesday, but the doctor had to reschedule me for the 28th because she was going to be out of the office. And with this whole spotting situation going on, I was like, well, is the universe at work here? Did she need to reschedule so that possibly I am pregnant and I just needed more time for my test to be positive? Maybe there's a whole energetic thing happening, but I don't know. we shall see, you guys. We shall see. Didn't notice any spotting today. I did notice some after sex with my husband. Hopefully that doesn't offend anybody, but just a little bit, and that was it. And again, I just had my period 2 weeks ago, so I know that this is completely different. But again, my body, she just does what she wants to do, and if I paid attention to every tweak and twinge, I would go crazy. But I will update you guys after I come from my doctor to see, you know, what this whole spotting situation was, because maybe some of you are going through the same thing. And you want to get another opinion about what you're going through as well. And if I am pregnant, that's awesome. My husband and I will be really happy, really grateful, and that would just be amazing. But yeah, that's all, you guys. Vitex, I want to show you guys the OPK. Oh, and also want to show you guys my prenatals that I take. If you're trying to conceive, I would suggest just a good prenatal, specifically for the folic acid, for sure, because that's one of the main things that you need when you take prenatals. I love to get the raw ones. This is Garden of Life, the My Kind Raw Prenatals. Let's see if I can get that a little closer for y'all. And it's just everything, nothing bad, everything good. And I also take activated charcoal. I do this just to help out with detoxing anything in my gut. I actually just started taking this pretty much every day this past I want to say 3 weeks, because I was having horrible indigestion, which was another thing. I've never had indigestion that bad in my life. But yeah, and also this is, well, this is Chlorella, but this was mixed with Spirella and Chlorella. I take this too. These are also alkalizers. They just keep the body and the acids in the body and the alkaline in the body at a nice happy little medium. It's like a nice little green pill. But yeah, that's what I'm taking, y'all. And that is it. I just wanted to update y'all really quick. And again, I will come back with a video after I go to the doctor on the 28th. I hope that you guys are doing great, and I will see y'all on the next video. Bye, guys.